Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Prince John Internet TV. Today, I'm making a consideration. Perhaps there needs to be other things besides intimacy and bedroom time, because we're all, shall we say, in public and talking to each other, and it's a circumstance in which we wouldn't necessarily even want to have talk about such personal things as intimacy and relationships, and try to leave the religion, talking about food and relationships, etc., out of the environment of the work environment, because the work environment should be oriented around judging and respecting people based off of their good work ethics and ability to communicate, as opposed to what their uh, beliefs are about what should be eaten and how to interact with other people in a social, relationship realm. I mean, some people like the idea of a girlfriend and boyfriend. Some people prefer to be more reserved and, talk on the internet and wait till, talking directly to them and wait till marriage. So, you know, the trick is to only have a religious agenda with people who are, that they have the same beliefs as you. So, uh, but let's get into it here. Let's talk about. Let us talk about measuring wealth by joy and balance, and not just one's financial status. And remember, when starting a relationship or considering one, it's important to see what the other person would bring into it. Would they bring in uh, healthy, good habits? Remember to avoid people, being around people if you're so inclined, that are in the negative karma energy, like people who eat meat, for example, or dairy products from an unhappy animal. They're in a lot of pain, and it may surface different ways. They may not notice it, but in like physically getting injured. But when I delve into those realms, you know, in the past, when I have, I've experienced nightmares. I've experienced just general, discomfort, because I'm experiencing the consciousness and energy of the whatever food I'm consuming. All right, so I think it's strategic to be in a relationship with the theme of raising children. I mean, I've thought about having intimate experiences with numerous people, but only a few. I'm very specific when it comes to somebody who actually really is like me, and I think I could raise children with, you know, regardless of whether I have children with them or not. Okay. I think it's important to have a full disclosure of all personal information about myself, and so that way that there's no secrets for the spouse to find out, and make sure other relationships are concluded and dealt with. I'm interested in a woman who likes to tie her hair back, has her nails clipped, wears practical shoes, and does things like wash dishes at home, etc. And perhaps she could be, having a career, but at least, you know at least that her lifestyle is oriented around functional things like, um, you know cleaning like massage therapy and certain things, as opposed to just trying to look pretty, but rather also be able to get work done, both, maybe secretarial, maybe whatever, but also practical work. Okay, remember that if when I'm desirous of, expensive things to show off in public in order to get attention, I believe this is the wrong type of attention. It's trying to, you know, control people by making them look at you because you somehow have more, or it's like it's a negative competitive energy. Uh, I prefer the energy of just, of course, exercising polite courtesy, social courtesies, but it's just not the same feeling as entertainment. Like I like to dance on the street, or you know, um, or the connection I have with real, family, like spiritual family. I think the mind must constantly be monitored because if not, it will enter into a default progression of judgment and thinking that I'm right and others are wrong. And that's why, in order to really be in the now, one has to have a strategy like my light work, positive visualizations of people, and self-affirmations, to really have your own religion, practice it wherever you go in order to sustain your own personal faith and happiness and joy, as opposed to worrying about another's. Um, okay. I think in order for the world to be free of war, there needs to be karma-free vegetarianism, respect for each other, um, like not just suddenly starting a relationship, but short term, but rather not trying to seduce people either, but just talking to them, like I said, indirectly, so that you really get to know a person, and other people can appreciate and value the legitimacy and authentic nature of your connection, as opposed to it being just I'm trying to get the most attractive looking person I can find. Rather, I want somebody who's similar in appeal as me physically, and so on, and similar in personality. Like they really do like the things that I like as well. Now, consider the wealth in America. It doesn't have to be money. It can be cars and products that we could barter and trade with other countries. Uh, Finally, last but not least, when my theories are exercised and my strategies for wellness and communication and emotional well-being, I think that the world will be a better place. But it takes time for people to enter into an area of unfamiliarity, which is what I'm presenting. This is very possibly new ideas. So let's see what we can do with it. Till next time, aloha and have a wonderful day. Don't forget, it might be fun listening to my videos, but only you can create your own reality, be responsible for it, as opposed to, for instance, in the Christian thought process, it's encouraged to that you know God will take care of it. He'll figure out the relationship best for you. You'll just wait for Him to show you. Uh, I think it's irresponsible, and I think it's time to enter into a powerful place, and that starts with you. All right. Aloha. Till next time.